بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم رب زدني علما.
Okay, there are many things. Okay, so let's jump into the next thing. We'll talk about those things. Now, coming to the career development, how we can do. Now, the first thing we have to do self evaluation. Self evaluation is very important. So, we have to evaluate where we are. What is my academic background? That's the first thing. And in today's scenarios, everyone is graduated, everyone is, diploma holder. That is a minimum I can say. Even you might be a 10 plus 2 intermediate, that doesn't make any difference. Okay, even if you are just 10, still you can do big things. Okay, that's what. Okay, so the academic background, it's like it will be useful in many of the companies if you're looking for a job. But if you want to become a successful person, then probably that's not a big deal, because myself, I just did a diploma, but still I'm just 10 plus 3, and still I managed to do many things. Still I own the company, still I do consulting for many things. Still many people who do masters in US and different places, they come to study. So obviously the skill set is something what matters. Okay, but I'm not saying that don't do this. You can just choose it. This is something your choice, your circumstances. And many people here who are attending, I hope they're already through this phase. So there's nothing you can do. If someone is already doing these things, just continue and plan, do as much as you can. At least 10 plus 2, 10 plus 3, 10 plus 5, 10 plus 6, anything it can be, just add as much as you can, because at the end, to get into a job, academics plays an important role, especially in the initial phases. But that's not always. But if you have a very strong skill set and very strong certifications on different whatever the things you do, but still this is something might be ignored. It totally depends. Okay, and of course the skills, as I said, professional experience also counts. Considering if you're an experienced guy, then obviously the companies will look for experience. Now you have to find out what is your background experience and other things. So what is your background experience, and what and where you want to go. So first evaluate your things like academic background and professional experience, whether it is an IT related, non-IT related, or other skill set, like maybe communication skills is common for all, another skill set like computer skills or internet skills or other things. Okay, now once you evaluate, now we need to explore the different career paths. Now once you do self evaluation, now you need to analyze, or you have to what you have to do, you have to simply explore the different options what you have. Okay, so different options, exploring the career options. Now what are the different options I can go with? Whether I can go into an IT, of course. Here we're talking about only about IT. Again, in the IT, there are many options. Okay, if you're a graduation student, or if you are recently, again, you have a programmer, network security, networking, system admin roles, network admin roles. There are plenty of roles. Here, as I said, I will be more focusing on the roles what we generally do, because that's where I'm expert. That's where I know many things. So that's where my guidance will be. Okay, so if you want to become a programmer or .NET programmer, or maybe even it's going to be very difficult for me to tell. Okay, of course I have people to connect. That's something I can still do that. Then you have to plan the different courses you have to do. Of course, there's the next thing, and then you need to plan the development plan. Development plan is basically like, let's say this particular things to achieve, it takes 6 months to 8 months, or maybe 1 year. So that is your complete plan. Okay, because now the problem is, once you are graduated, let's say you're graduated in 2023, this is my graduation, let's say anyone. By the time you learn, as I said already, as you're in the graduation, probably you're not going to do much on the skill set. That's the problem. While doing graduation, no one work on the skill set. Okay, and then you complete the graduation and start learning this, learning that, learn Java program, this will not work. Learn Python, this will not work. Learn networking, this will not work. Learn database, this may not work. Finally you learn something like, maybe machine learning or some other things. Then you realize, okay, there is something called AI will learn this. Finally you land into anyone. Okay, So that time is almost more than 1 year. I have seen people spend almost 6 months in just thinking what to do, and then probably 6 months they will try all those things, and finally after 1 year they come to a conclusion that okay, this is something what I have to do finally. Okay, so make sure that you have a clear development plan. Those things. Okay, so these things. Okay, so here let's say we decided. So here what I do is I don't want to get into other tracks. I just wanted to say, okay, let's say we decide to go into as become a network engineer. That's where our focus is. We want to become a network engineer, or maybe a system engineer, or the desktop support, or a network administrator, or maybe you want to become anything like security engineer, or even if you want to become a cyber security, that is also kind of a roadmap towards, but not completely we do in that. Whatever relating to network and security, now we'll try to jump into that. Okay.